watch for microscopic predators. Tonight at 11.
A daytime to remember. General Hospital has produced more than its share of hot guys. Handsome, hunky rebels who get our hearts a-throbbing. Guys like Richard Dean Anderson, Rick Springfield, Antonio Sabato Jr., and Jack Wagner all made temperatures rise in the halls of General Hospital. Hey, that Ned Ashton's not bad either. Hi, I'm Reba McIntyre, and hallelujah, it's raining men. Today we'll see one of General Hospital's biggest heartthrobs, John Stamos, who joined the show in 1982 when he was just 16 years old, playing Port Charles' bad boy, Blackie Parrish. Back in the early 80s, Blackie was a tough-talking street kid, but he straightened out and became a friend to just about everyone in Port Charles. He even fell in love. Then it all went wrong. This was the question the people of Port Charles were asking themselves when their town hero, their homegrown celebrity, was charged with the death of his girlfriend, sweet young Lou Swenson. Nerves were on edge as Blackie had his day in court.
Counselor, does the defense wish to make a statement before sentences?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. I'll make this brief. Your Honor, I implore you to consider the extraordinary circumstances surrounding this most unfortunate accident. Blackie Parrish is a young man who woke up one morning to find that he was famous. He was flung from obscurity into national prominence literally almost overnight. One can learn to play music through hard work and practice, but there's just no way to prepare for stardom. This dizzying ascent has destroyed many a career. Of course, the tragedy in this case is that not only did it take a promising songwriter, but an innocent young girl as well. Perhaps Blackie is most guilty for being unable to cope with his dream come true. But I assure you, Your Honor, Blackie Parrish has punished himself to a far greater degree than any sentence this court could hand down. I need only remind the court of his attitude during these entire proceedings, his demand for punishment. May I also remind this court of how far Blackie has come since his days as a delinquent youth. This boy has changed his life. He's gone to college and made a successful career for himself. He's gained the love and respect of many of the people in his community. But most important, Your Honor, Blackie is very sorry for what happened. No one could grieve more for Lou than Blackie. If incarceration is, in part, intended to induce repentance, then it is certainly unnecessary in this case. Justice without mercy is not justice at all. I ask this court for mercy in rendering its sentence.
Most eloquently put, Mr. Meyer. Mr. Boyer, does the state suggest a particular sentence in this case?
No, Your Honor. In this particular incident, we have no recommendation as to a suitable sentence for this defendant. We leave that to the wisdom of the court.
No, it's certainly unusual for a prosecutor not to request a penalty.
Your Honor, this is a most unusual case.
So it is. Well, I've carefully considered all the facts in this case, and I've given a great deal of weight to the less tangible nuances which are most definitely present here, and so ably put forth by the counselor for the defense. I'm now ready to render my decision. Albert Parrish, will you please rise?
Why did this bad boy turn good, go bad again? What happened? Rock and roll happened, that's what. When Blackie became an instant star, a rock and roll idol, it went to his head. Simple as that. Success ate him up. Groupies, greatness, greed. Blackie was consumed with writing hit songs. And when he got writer's block and couldn't write them, he stole them. All the while ignoring his friends and family, like his adopted father, Rick Weber, who always saw the good in Blackie. His girlfriend Lou stood by him during his rise to the top. Then he dumped her. Later, when Lou caught Blackie stealing a song, she confronted him with the evidence, a tape proving he was a thief. In the struggle for the tape, Lou fell and hit her head. It was an accident, no doubt about it, but Blackie took the blame. After that tragedy, the limelight didn't matter anymore. Blackie wanted to be punished, and he was ready to accept whatever decision the judge handed down.
The court has taken due note of all the testimony in this case, and I also acknowledge the defendant's genuine remorse, which speaks well for his future in society. However, the one inescapable fact of this case is that had not Mr. Parrish stolen another young man's song, the events leading up to the tragic death of Louisa Swenson would never have occurred. I agree with Mr. Meyer. Punishment is not the issue here. Rehabilitation is. Therefore, Albert Parrish, I sentence you to be incarcerated for 2 years. Quiet, please. Quiet. Order, or I will clear this court. Of these 2 years, 6 months is to be served at whatever prison the Department of Corrections deems appropriate. The remaining 18 months of your sentence is to be spent at the Green Hill Rehabilitation Center. This court is adjourned.
Excuse me. Weber residence. It's the sergeant from the courthouse. Yes. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for calling.
So what do you say? Is Blackie coming home?
No, not for a while.
Well, what? What's going to happen to him?
Well, the good news is they'll be spending most of the time in a rehabilitation center.
Was that better than prison?
Much.
So it'll be okay then, right? Now he doesn't have to go to prison.
Well, honey, he has to go to prison for just a short time.
Any time in prison is too long.
Here he is. Thanks, Fred. Well, are you holding up?
All right. What happens next, guys?
Well, I had you brought here so that you could say some of your goodbyes in private.
Oh. Thank you.
Bert? Yeah, let's go. I don't know what to say to you, Blackie.
Wish me luck.
You can read it. Blackie, I'm sorry.
What for?
For everything that's happened.
I got what I wanted, Jake.
I just wish you'd let me make a proper plea for you.
No. Glenn was right. It's the right way. It's what I should have done.
I suppose. I think I understand what you're doing. I can't say that I agree. I certainly respect you for it, Blackie.
Well, thank you. And, do me a favor. Tell Rose that I'm very, very sorry.
I will.
And tell her that I'd do anything to have Lou
Oh,
back.
Blackie, I think she knows that already.
I hope so.
Listen, Blackie, you need help. You know where to find me. Anytime, anywhere, okay?
Okay.
Take care of yourself, kid. I didn't interrupt anything. I was on my way out. Go on in.
Hey,
Briscoe, what did you think of my farewell performance?
It stunk, man. I didn't buy it for a minute.
Oh, you were always my worst critic.
No, man, you are. You are your worst critic. How you doing?
I'm all right. You know, I thought I'd be a little shaky, but I'm okay. I'm pretty calm.
Oh, don't worry. The adrenaline will wear off. It'll come, don't worry.
Yeah. Well, at least I got what I deserved, buddy? Pretty good at doing, Lou.
Hey, I'm worried about you, man. Is there anything I can do? I don't know.
Yeah. Hey, just stay in touch with me.
You got it.
You know something? One good thing happened out of all this. I gained a new buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he'll be around when you're ready to burn again, you know? Back in circulation.
I hope so.
Listen, man, you take special care, all right?
You too.
Hey, don't forget the ride, huh?
All right.
You know, listen, you're not responsible for this.
Oh, I'm not,
No.
I'm over 18, you know. Who's responsible?
Yeah, well, age doesn't have anything to do with it, man. It's the music business, you understand? Solid gold and everything that goes with it. You know, I mean, you live your life for the charts, right? You want to get to the top. It's not your mind, it's everybody's. That's what you live for. And, you know, you just work and you work and... I don't know. How do you survive, man? How do you survive?
I'm going to tell you something, Frisco. It can't get to you unless you let it.
I don't know.
No. You never did. You never let it get to you. I wasn't strong enough.
Oh, man. Man, if I was under the gun like you were, I'd have cracked a long time ago.
It took me a little longer. But it happened. And I took someone down with me. I took Lou down with me. You know something, though? As it was going on, I kind of hoped this would happen. Not this bad, but I kind of hoped it would happen. And I got my wish. I got my wish.
In the search for Mr. Wright,
Blackie, who's next?
A young lady who loves you very much.
Deb? What?
Is this really what you wanted?
Wouldn't be here if it wasn't.
Blackie, you don't have to punish yourself like
Yes, I
this.
do.
Why?
Because it's the only way I could live with myself.
A man's got to do it.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, it's done. So just serve the sentence and just get it over with. And then when you do, you can come back and you can start fresh. I mean, maybe you'll learn how to avoid those pitfalls and maybe you can learn how to take that marvelous musical talent and use it and not let it use you this time. Why?
Because I ain't doing no more music.
Blackie, you don't mean that.
Yes, I do. This goes right. It's a horrible business. You can't just play music because you love it. I wanted to be a rock star so bad. And it happened.
Next time, you'll be able to handle it, Blackie.
No, Tiffany, there won't be a next time. I can't handle it. Darling, make me believe it. When you hold me tight. I wanna feel it. When you love make me believe it.
Baby, we all make mistakes. Do things that we regret, but we do get over them.
You think I'll forget this, Stephanie?
Forget? No. But I do think you can learn to live with it. I mean, it doesn't have to destroy you, Blackie.
It already has.
No, it hasn't. No, it hasn't. You've got too much strength to let that happen. I mean, if you didn't, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing. Blackie, you've got to hold on to that strength. I love you. And I believe in you. I always will.
Pardon me.
What the hell are you trying to do?
Eat. What's it look like?
It looks like you're trying to avoid me.
Oh, really? My favorite rock and roll woman? Now, why would you think that?
Do you realize that this is the 4th restaurant in the area that I've searched for you?
Must be hungry, huh?
More like furious. How dare you tell me on the phone that you're hungry and then slam the phone down in my ear?
Well, it couldn't be helped. I get these cravings, these attacks, it just came on me.
Frisco.
What do you want me to say, man? You wanted to talk about something I didn't want to talk about. You want to talk about Josh and the band. That is not my favorite subject.
Well, I don't give a damn what your favorite subject is.
So I guess.
Look, I don't know what's bothering you, but whatever it is, you better get over it pretty quick, because we're all flying to New York tomorrow to record another one of Josh's songs.
We who?
We, as in you, Josh, and the rest of the band.
Yeah, well, that's great. Have a nice flight.
I will if you snap out of this. We have momentum going, and we can't afford to lose it because you decide to drown in crocodile tears.
Yes, the song must go on, right, Steph?
Listen, this publicity can only help your image. You're hotter than ever.
Great. I always wanted to go out on top.
What do you mean, go out?
What I said, go out. Pack it in, you understand? Take my feet and walk down the road as far as I can away from this whole gig. Read my lips, baby. I don't want this anymore.
What?
Rock and roll. I'm out of this. I don't want to be in this business anymore. You understand? Nothing.
We are booked on a 10 a.m. shuttle in the morning, and you better be there.
Come on, man. These 6 months, I'll be out of the rehab center. You won't even miss me, buddy.
Well, it's hardly a holiday camp, Blackie, but as prisons go, it's not a bad place to be. It's the best correctional facility in the system.
Well, I'll tell you how it is after I get out, huh?
Watch out for yourself, Mike.
Thank you, mate.
We'll all be here if you need us, Blackie. Don't forget that, huh?
Thank you, Ramsey. See you, boys.
Why didn't you let me help you? Why didn't you come to me? I would have done anything for you, Blackie.
Because it's time for me to take responsibility for my own actions. You always taught me that. You taught me a lot of things, Doc. And it's time for me to practice what you preached.
Blackie, that is
Let me be the man that you thought I was.
You are the man I thought you were.
If I have any good in me, because of you.
I gotta tell you something. I'm proud of you. It may sound a little crazy in the midst of all this situation, but it took one heck of a man to punish himself and do the things you're doing. I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you for everything. Ramsey and Robert, let's do it.
How's your toothbrush working out? Only Aquafresh.
Bye-bye, Blackie. 2 years can be a long time, especially if you're going to spend it in a slammer. You know, Blackie might still be serving time in jail because he never did come back to Fort Charles. Guess you can say he went from the big house to the full house. Now, I know you must be a Robert Scorpio fan. Isn't everybody? Well, don't miss our next daytime to remember, because it's the one where Robert discovers that little Robin is actually his daughter. You'll love every minute. See you then.
Tonight, imagine your favorite stars in 1 hour of incredible magic. Sabrina's Caroline Ray hosts an all-new all-star TGIF Magic. Then, Harvey discovers that Sabrina's a witch on the wild season finale of Sabrina, followed by an all-new step-by-step